Okay, so this used to be our factory. We used to build timber houses. We sold that business in 2015, and in 2016 we converted this into what you see now, Trails End. And it was really, my daughters deny it, but I said to them, what we're going to do with this big shed after we finished our building business. And one of them said, why don't we do a ski lodge for bikes, because we're in the perfect trailhead for all the wonderful trails in this valley that are world famous, from the epic Wines to Wales and everything else. And that was really what inspired us to do this. We had no idea about the hospitality industry, but we thought it would be a nice thing to build, and we're sure that we'll just be able to fill it and it'll be easy. So it's been a bit of a learning curve, and after 9 years we kind of know what we're doing now. It's actually a wonderful little business. This valley, to me, is a microcosm of South Africa. It's got all the South African problems, but it's also got all the South African opportunities. And I believe that in the not too distant future, this will become the main adventure destination in South Africa, and that's our dream. We want every single person in our community to be part of that. So we focus a lot on job creation. We're part of Overberg Biosphere, the Crabbo Development Agency, and we work together with DFFE, the Participatory Forest Management Forum. All of these are designed at turning this town around and creating opportunities, and like South Africa, creating it a happy space for all people that live here.
I'm Brenda Silvermeyer, married to Peter, who is the inspiration behind this place. He really is passionate about the area, not only uplifting the town, but turning this into the adventure centre of the Western Cape. So we offer accommodation, we offer food, excellent coffee, a good vibe, but we also offer wonderful hiking, trail running and mountain biking. So for anyone who enjoys getting into the great outdoors, this is the place to be. We also have Pilates classes, yoga classes, fitness classes, spinning classes, so you can really get fit if you come and stay with us.
I mean, the idea is that people should never be bored when they come and stay here. So obviously we're a bicycle hotel, so there's that activity, there's hiking, there's trail running, and then here in Trails End we've got HIIT classes in the morning, so high intensity interval training, Pilates, we've got power spinning, we've got a masseurs who has got a wonderful sense of humour, and we have flow trail, we have pump track, climbing wall, and then we've got the bicycle museum, the only bicycle museum in Africa and one of 3 in the Southern Hemisphere. So there's a huge amount to do. We've got a library as well if people are exhausted and just want to sit back and read and drink a glass of wine. So yeah, there's a lot to do here. Yeah, the museum came about, a friend and I had this idea that he'd always wanted to do a bicycle museum, and knew someone at Franschhoek Motor Museum. We went to see them and they said they would be quite keen for us to display bikes that they don't, they've got in storage there. And then we met Prof. Mike Bruton, who has set up a few museums in his life, and in fact it was the same week, coincidentally, he was on the stoep here and said he loves this place. One thing you need is a bicycle museum. So that was the start of it. It was during COVID, and we bought the collection of bikes from the Science Centre that closed their bike section down. We got bikes on loan from Franschhoek Motor Museum, from Ezekiel Museum, and then various famous cyclists brought their bikes here. So almost had a life of its own once we started it, and I learned a lot. I didn't know a lot about the history of the bicycle, but yeah, it's probably the most amazing invention for transport that man has ever come up with, and has lasted more than 200 years without big changes.
We have the most beautiful playground out there. We're right on the edge of the most beautiful fynbos in the Overberg biosphere. So it really is a wonderful place to live and a wonderful place to work. So which is why we call Trails End. We really are at the end of the trails.
So if one goes straight out of our gate, it goes into what has always been known as the Grabo Forest Trails, and these we maintain, the Elgin Cycling Academy, Elgin Valley Trails, and we have a partnership with Oak Valley. Wines to Wales, also the regional members are also able to ride here for free. And yeah, we're also able to ride at Port Cleaver, which is close to the general public. But as long as we're leading tours, we welcome there. So we have this incredible network of about 180 kilometers of trail. A lot to maintain, but really worthwhile when we see how our visitors just so enjoy being in mountain bike heaven. Probably when the bug bit was when I did my first Wines to Wales, got a decent bike and rode with my daughter and realized why people are out in the mountains. You know, we just rode the most spectacular places, but having lived here since 1984, I'd never really experienced. And yeah, suddenly I was like the big mountain bike enthusiast, but late in life. So I think one of the things that really keeps us going is the conferences that we have. We've got a fantastic conference center, and together with that we've got the bar, the coffee, we've got the great accommodation, we've got the kitchen, so we've got everything here that people need. And people like the fact that when they come to Trails End for a conference, that they focused. There's not a lot to go and see it at night in town. So people are here together. The team building is fantastic. There are no distractions. And so people come for 2 or 3 days, and while they work, they're in a great environment, good air conditioning, fantastic screen. When they take their breaks, there's something to do to get the oxygen flowing again. Whether it's going out on the trails or doing any of the activities that are here. We also have archery and quad bikes and various other things. So there's so much to do, and we've got a magnificent staff. If one looks at the reviews of Trails End, it's always what magnificent staff. So we're really proud of them, and they enjoy what they do. They love looking after our guests.